Political parties are dying. 85% of the people hold politicians in low regard. Wow, that's really something, isn't it? Albertans identified with the political party in the same way. Years ago, I'm talking about that they might have connected with the local church. I mean, conventional political parties have come and gone, and now they're really on the gone side. They're going away. Party membership was a component of a person's identity along with the community, along back to that church and everything else. We all got together and had a love fest, and we said, hey, how you gonna vote? My parents voted this way, and the political parties, that's all we had. So we identified with that. Back in the day, political leaders could reliably count on you and me, because they knew when they went out and told their story, even though it wasn't much of a story, that we would in fact follow them inside the booth, more or less. Do you get it? You know what, those days now, they are long gone. Political parties, basically, they're irrelevant in terms of what they do for us as citizenry. Irrelevance of political parties, that's kind of the new norm. Nobody cares about them now. Everybody's having a second look because we're plugged in today. You know what? If you supported the notion of the political trends of this declining interest in political parties, you're a real person, because you're starting to get it. And parties now are starting to get it. They're saying people aren't listening to us anymore. That's very disturbing. What can we do to fix it? I got to tell you, there's not very much. People are rethinking the political party notion or involvement of politics everywhere in the world, but in particular in Alberta, because Albertans, we got stuff that we don't like, and that would be a socialist government. The ground, it's shifting under the feet of political and academic elites. You know what? They used to be the foundation of the community. That's because we let them be. They had a job description and they did it, and when they started to not do it, so what? We couldn't fire them, and all of a sudden we had this class structure thing going on, kind of a throwback to old-time England. They were in charge, they were royalty, and we were just the peons. It was our job to make money and pay it to them. And then they get pensions forever and ever. We couldn't fire them. The command and control structures of government, and even big corporations for that matter, because so many now, they've expanded into be an arm of the government with all the grants and everything else they depend. What they depend on is crumbling in the wake of this new vibrant kind of system, and that is we the people. It's a fact. It's happening. It's happening in all of the free places in the world. It's happening now here in Alberta. People now are much less respectful of leaders and the traditional power that comes with that leadership. You, MLA, don't talk, don't think, so what if you're elected, you do what I say. People don't like that anymore. I don't know that they ever did, but way back when, we were all busy feeding our wives and kids and getting food for our dogs and cats, don't you know, so we didn't have time too much to talk about them. Today, we can talk to anybody at any time. We no longer need a telephone. We got the internet, power of the people. As long as political back offices, that would be the regular politicians, rely on manipulation and control and nonsense, because that's what they're all about. The power of political parties will continue to diminish, and the power of the people will rise. It'll rise every day, and that's happening. You don't need politicians. They have a name. They think, hey, it's time for a no-name brand, and that would be right for Alberta. Political parties are dying. Right for Alberta is thriving. Hey, glad you're with us. See ya.